are enjoying this as well. So I'm glad it's resonating with you. So this week, I'm so glad to see you guys on. So this week, what I'm talking about is belief and vision. So we've gone over so much stuff, Live at 5, at How to Thrive, different ways to thrive in life, not just survive. And as we're coming to the end of the year, right, we have like just a few more weeks left before 2019. And it's crazy to me. I'm like, where did the time go? And there's so much that is happened this year for myself. Just these past couple weeks, I've really been trying to take it all in, and I'm going to be sharing a big story too with all of you, either by the end of the year or the beginning of next year, of what happened to me this year, which was amazing. But just 2018 has been tremendous. It's been a lot of highs and lows, like for myself, for many other people. It's really making sure that we're clearing out all the crap in our lives and that we don't need anymore, and to get ready for 2019, because 2019 I feel is going to be like, bam, a very big year of opportunity, of growth. And so it's like, be ready for it. So I believe 2017 and 18 are preparing us for what is to come in 2019. And so it's been a lot of releasing, a lot of letting go, and a lot of really getting ready for being specific on what we want. And like I said, just this past week, or the weeks, so my grandma passed, which was a very huge thing. It brought me into a deep part of reflection. And normally, you know, when someone passes, death, that usually does happen, right? We get into deep reflection. And then we get closer to our family, who we haven't seen maybe as much as we should. We get closer to friends. We start not taking things for granted again. We get more into that mode of what life really is about. It's not about the things. It's not about all of that, but it's relationships. It's who we love, and are we really loving what we do, our career, our families, who we're with, and how can we show them that love? And so I went into that mode, a lot of reflection. And then, so the same day as my grandma's service, with that night, I also aired, Toga aired on the Oprah network. Yeah! I was so happy. So it was, you know, kind of bittersweet. Obviously, it was a difficult day, but it was a beautiful day of my grandma's passing. And then that night I ended it with my family, where we all watched the Oprah Winfrey Network and the portion that Toga was on. So I was on a show called Chad Loves Michelle, and it is with Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child and her fiance. And so I was actually on the show. Toga was featured, so I was teaching Toga to her and a group of girls. And it was about her taking care of herself. Her, you know, part of the show is her really taking self-care. So she has to be doing fitness, so her exercise. They even told her to do yoga. They told her to meditate and pray. And that's basically all that Toga is. And so for many, many years, and today's topic is belief and vision. And for many years, I visioned, or I wanted, and I put it out there, that I wanted to be somehow on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Didn't know how it was going to happen, didn't know when, didn't know how the whole thing was going to come together. And then here it was that I got called to do this spot on the Chad Loves Michelle show and train Michelle Williams. And it aired two Saturdays ago, December 1st, or whenever that was. It's the 10th today. So, and it aired December 1st. And I sat there and I'm watching the show with my family and watching the show with some of my friends. And it was almost surreal, right? So we want these things, we have to believe them to actually see it. So if we don't believe it, we're not going to see it. A lot of times we want to see it before we believe it, but we're doing it backwards. We actually have to believe and know in our hearts. We have to believe it before we see it. Hi, Jeffrey. Good to see you. And so the whole reason why I'm bringing up this show was because I believed one day I would be on the Oprah Winfrey Network. I didn't know how. I didn't know when. And some people thought I'm crazy, right? Yeah, I'm crazy. Or I'm just this dreamer. But sometimes you just know when you want it, you have to believe in it no matter what anybody else says. So it doesn't matter no matter what anyone else thinks, says, you have to believe in what you know that you want without a shadow of a doubt. Like, you have to believe it. And once you believe it, you'll see it. And there's times we don't know when we're going to see it, but we have to keep trusting. We have to keep believing in ourselves. We have to know somehow, some way, this will manifest. And so a lot of things that I do is a lot of visualizations when I pray, when I meditate. I actually visualize myself, doing something or receiving something or whatever it is that I'm trying to manifest, whatever my vision is. And you really have to believe it in your heart and soul. Even though sometimes it feels like it's never going to happen, it turns up when it's perfectly timed and perfectly aligned in your life. And so tonight I just want to continue to encourage you to believe in whatever it is that you want in your life. Let go of how it's going to come to you, because we have no idea how it's going to come. Hi, Bob. So we have no idea, right? And it's not our job to know the how. A lot of times we have to just let go of that. This is what we want. This is the end result, and somehow it's going to happen. It's going to manifest. And so I want you to really carry that with you throughout the end of this year, because here we are getting ready to go into 2019. And if we don't believe in what we want, and if we don't continue to tell ourselves and remind ourselves exactly of what we want, who we are in our whole being, or the best part of us, if we don't do that, nobody else will, right? We do have our friends and family who are supporting us and backing us, but nobody knows your true dream except for you. The bits and pieces that you've always been dreaming of. And like I said, I always said somehow I would be on the Oprah Winfrey Network, on the show, somehow, didn't know what. And it happened December 1st. It was aired on the Chad Loves Michelle show. And not just that, Toga was featured. What I created, this program that is also a healing program. So it's exercise, it's boot camp, yoga, meditation. It was featured on that. And a lot of times we accomplish something and then we go right over it. Like, we don't even spend enough time in the accomplishment of what we achieved, right? Thank you so much, Jeffrey, and thank you, Bob. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And and I'm sharing this not to share it as like, hey, I was on the show, look at me. Not at all. What I'm sharing this for is an example of when you believe, you'll see it. And it doesn't matter how long. I've been wanting this for many, many years, and I can't even tell you how many years it's been. And boom, there it was. And there I was, featured on the Oprah Network Instagram with Michelle Williams, on Michelle Williams's Instagram. Like, things happen when you believe it. And so we have to celebrate. Yes, we have to celebrate our accomplishments. And yes, with wine for sure, Bob. But celebrate your accomplishments. Don't just let them roll over. And don't just be like, okay, I did it. What's the next thing? No. So I believe it was in the perfect timing. I almost felt like it was a gift from my grandma in a way, that, here she was leaving and we had the service her day, yet such a beautiful way for me to end it was with my family watching the show and them being part of that, and us celebrating that night, like, this happened. This is awesome. And so please, 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 the end of 2018 is coming to an end. Be specific. Like, what do you want? What do you really want for 2019? Visualize it. Have your, visualization be a part of your everyday routine, whether it's with meditation, prayer, listening to music, doing art. However you meditate and actually visualize, you need to start implementing that, especially now more so than ever in these last few weeks of 2018. So please do what you can these last few days, these last few weeks, to get yourself into the mode, get yourself into the routine of doing that. Visualize what you want, speak it out, see it in your head, see it in your visions, Believe that it will happen, even though what you see right now in reality may not even show the quickest point of it, or it's not even showing anything believing for you to be like, this is going to happen, this is going to manifest. It doesn't matter. Believe it anyways, and hold on to your dreams, hold on to your visions, hold on to your belief that no matter what, it's going to happen. It may not happen exactly the way you want it. It's probably going to happen even better than you want it. So never limit yourself. Our minds can't even fathom some of the greatness that happens. I couldn't have fathomed the show. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I didn't know which way it would show up for me to be on the Oprah Winfrey Show. And what a great way it was to meet Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child and help her in her journey on her show. And on her journey, she is overcoming depression. She's overcoming, how to go through life. She has a great, fabulous life, but yet we think people like that never go through depression. No, she was suffering from it, and it's showing on the show. And that's why, too, she had to start really implementing and doing more self-care. And so I didn't know it would show up in that way or how it would show up. So what I'm saying to you is you never know how it'll show. Even if it doesn't look the way you think it should look, don't deem it wrong. Go with it, because something bigger is going to show up. Something bigger is going to manifest better than what you can imagine, and better than you could probably just create. And so, yes, I love it, Bob. Get the how out of the way. Absolutely. Yes, get the how out of the way. We have to not worry about how it's all going to happen. And it also taught me a lot of patience. Believe me, I thought I was ready for this like a couple good years ago. Like, hey, I should have been on the show a long time ago. Or I should have been, this should have happened to me a long time ago. But there was all reason and purpose, and it was perfect alignment and perfect timing for my life and where I'm at right now. And where I'm going, where Toga is going, where all of this is going. So it's all about timing as well, and it's teaching us patience, because we're growing during that period. Before something happens, we're still growing, the journey. And I even posted something today, and it happened to be by Oprah, is that, it doesn't matter how many goals you reach, if you don't enjoy the climb, then they don't mean anything. All these huge goals, if we're not enjoying our journey, if we're not growing from it, if we're not being present during the journey, at the end, when we get to the end result, it doesn't matter, right? Because then we look for the next thing. This will make me happy. This will make me happy. This will make me happy. So it's all about the journey. It's all about the climb when we're going through this stuff. So for 2018, start to visualize. Start to have that belief system that you can have whatever it is you want. Believe it before you can see it. And so that is my how to thrive for week 9 this week. And I really hope it resonates with you. And if it does, show me some love, send me some messages. Let's just rock out the rest of this year. Like a few weeks. Come on, peeps, we could do this. And what's coming out of this too is because I've been also, hey, Monica. I've also been not doing a lot of stuff that I know I'm creative at, and some other gifts that I haven't been doing. And so now it's like, you know what? Now's the time. I'm doing it all. I'm coming out and I'm coming hard. So I've been, Butoga's been going, but I'm also creating the Butoga jewelry line. It's actually a Butoga lifestyle line that's coming out. And I'm so excited because even today I was out creating more bracelets. And so these are beautiful crystal bracelets, things that I wear all the time, and people are always asking me if I make them. I started to make them, started to create them again, and now they're on sale just in time for the holidays, and everyone's been placing their orders, and I'm so excited about it because it's awesome. You guys are placing the orders, perfect timing to give to someone, and they're very intentional. So I'm always wearing my beads, and they're very intentional. Each stone is very different. Some is for love, some is for protection, some are for grounding, some are for abundance, some are for power and for strength. And so they're things that actually mean something. They're very intentional. So that's part of the Butoga line that came out this week. And more stuff is coming out, and I'll be posting. So feel free to place your orders. You can direct message me, you can email me, you can however you want to get a hold of me and place your orders. we're busy with it now, and so we're getting them all out and going. And so I want to thank you all too, because this has my transformation and my journey this year has been pretty wavy, but it's been amazing. I've been needing to do this for quite some time, and now I'm ready to go. I'm starting to get that momentum. So 2019, there's nothing else holding me back. So thank you guys all for watching. I appreciate you so much. Rock out these next few weeks of 2018. And once again, visualize and believe. Believe in what you want. Believe it. Know that you deserve it, know that you're worth it, and know that it is for you. Keep it in your heart and don't let anyone else's opinions deter you from what you want. And so continue to believe it. When you believe it, that's when you will see it. That's when it will show up. And visualize it every day. Every day. And so I hope that you continue. If you want to watch this over again, I shared more at the beginning for those of you that are just coming in. But I was sharing about how I wanted to be on Oprah forever, the Oprah Winfrey Network. And yes, it happened December 1st. And this was years of me believing it. Even when people are like, how is it going to happen? I'm like, I don't know, but I just feel it. And so now I'm manifesting that more will be happening with that. So I am believing it, and I'll be ready to see it soon. So believe in your dream. Believe in what you want. So thank you all. I hope you are having a wonderful Monday. Thank you again for your love and your prayers and your support for me and my family during my grandma's passing and her service. Thank you those who showed up, and that meant more to me than you will ever know. So thank you everyone, and have a beautiful week, and I will see you soon. Bye.